Hello, everyone. I hope you all are having a great day. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the webinar on empowering your sales team with Zoho CRM integration for Zoho Cliq. So let's get on through the agenda for the webinar. Since there might be some Cliq users who might not have used CRM or CRM users who might not have used Cliq amongst you, we'll give a brief introduction about both the applications first. I'll introduce Zoho Cliq while Divya will give you a proper introduction of Zoho CRM. Next, we'll have a quick little look at why you should connect these two apps before jumping straight to the examples. For the examples, we've kept it short and simple, so even users with little experience with developer platforms can easily set them up. Next, as a bonus, we'll talk about the Cliq integration in CRM, which will also help make your work easier. After that, we'll have a QA session at the end where we'll answer as many of your queries as we can. So without further ado, let's get on with the webinar. Zoho Cliq. Zoho Cliq is a business communication software. Since it's designed and optimized specifically for businesses, it has various advantages over generic communication software, which we use for personal use cases. For example, Cliq has channels, so multiple users can collaborate about certain topics in a single place. There's also networks, so users from outside your organization, such as vendors, can communicate with your organization securely. It is also competitively priced, which is further flexible based on your team size. One of the best things about Cliq is that as much as it's simple and user-friendly, it also extends the simplicity over to its developer platform. Examples of this would be the use of Deluge, Zoho's scripting language, and using connections, a new and easier way for connecting with other applications. Cliq supports over 80 default connections to commonly used services like Google and other Zoho applications. And besides that, it also supports custom connections to other applications which support REST APIs. The three dots in the Zoho Cliq logo denote communication, collaboration, and coordination. These are three vital challenges that need to be overcome in a business communication place. So the illustration here showcases some of the features in Zoho Cliq which help with these three different challenges. So for communication, we have screen sharing, messaging, audio, video calls, and media sharing. And for collaboration, we support remote work. Remote work essentially means we support hybrid work. So even people who work from home can easily collaborate with people coming to the office and their own homes. And we have whiteboards, video broadcasting, teams, channels, and group calls. And for coordination, we have slash commands, bots, and other internal tools that you can use to coordinate easily with your teammates. Next up, we'll have an introduction to Zoho CRM, which is an online sales customer relationship management software. Since Divya is the expert on Zoho CRM, I'll let her take it over from here.
So Zoho CRM is a robust CRM that gives you all that you need for your business, which goes from the first hello to the deal closing handshakes and even beyond that. So, irrespective of the size of your organization, Zoho CRM can be customized easily to match it to your unique business needs. Now, this is a user-friendly interface that lets you to create and reorganize the modules. You can add the custom fields and the sections. We can also create the new layouts, even clone the layouts, and you can also tailor your homepage where you can manage the module views, create templates, and you can do a lot more in your Zoho CRM. Well, Zoho CRM is also user friendly in allowing your CRM to integrate with the third party applications. So you may find the extensions available in your marketplace so that you can pick the extensions and you can go ahead and make sure that you are connecting your CRM to any application that you wanted to use with. Now, with the industry first omni-channel CRM, you can easily connect your customers on various different channels to keep a track of all the conversation that you have with your customers in one single place. You can also go real time with the sales signals that gives you the instant notifications when your customers interact with your brand on any channel. Now, with the flexible contracts, you can also pay as per your usage in your CRM application. And you also have the mobile edition. So that allows you to access your CRM while you work or when you're just traveling on site or when you're away from your office for attending any business meets. You can take a quick sneak peek on your team's performance using the mobile analytics. Now with the CRM analytics, you can provide sales performance metrics that helps you to grow your business with lots of valuable insights. And of course, with the 360-degree customer view that helps you to close more deals by gaining the customer's interest, their choices of products, so you can offer them with similar more products and make them a conversion for your business. Then there is this canvas, which is a game-changing feature in Zoho CRM that allows you to design your CRM records with zero coding experience, and we proudly call it as No Code CRM Design Studio. Besides being scalable, Zoho CRM allows you to automate your daily follow up activities, which is sending follow up emails, assigning the tasks, so you can automatically trigger these activities based on the conditions and have the blueprints created to mandate the conditions which your salespeople needs to follow to close the deals. And doesn't stop there. So we can go advanced and create the entire journey of your entire sales process using the command center, which is the end to end customer journey orchestration. Well, to top it all, Zoho CRM comes with the AI powered sales assistant called Zia, who analyzes your sales trends, guides you by suggesting you the best time to contact a prospect, highlighting the anomalies in your sales process, and making the predictions based on your sales patterns. So, this group of comprehensive features is what makes more and more successful brands across the globe choose Zoho CRM to sell smarter, better, and faster. Over to you, Matt, so you can take it ahead.
So while working, why do you want to connect these two apps? So while working in an organization, even when you're in sales, chances are you'll spend as much time in your internal communication application as your CRM software. You'll be collaborating with your teammates about leads, deal updates, accounts, etc. So you have having to switch between your internal communication app and the CRM software can be frustrating. Wouldn't it be better if you could do most of this in a single interface? That's what happens when you integrate these two applications. So you can create automated workflows between these two apps. So most of your workflow between these two apps will be automated. So it saves both your time and effort, and you can easily access information from the CRM database in while talking with your teammate in your communication software. So easier in access of information means it helps greatly with collaboration with your teammates. So, and this also at the same time saves time and effort. So let's get on with the examples. So let me share my screen. Is using slash commands to search and import records from CRM. So this is a normal test account that we created. So we have set up the slash command in this example. So let me go to contact. So I have Ganesh in my organization. So let's say I'm talking to Ganesh about a lead in CRM. So let's say all I have to do is to use the slash command, go slash CRM and press enter. So I can talk about leads or accounts. So let's say I want to talk about leads. And so I want to, by default, there are like 50 leads that's showcased here. So if I want to search for something, so let's say I'm searching for a lead called Mood. This is the lead that I want to talk about. So if I click on it, so I'll get all the lead details, the name of the lead, their email, the company they're in, and the status of the lead. And we'll also get a button to directly open it in CRM, the lead page in CRM. So let me just show you that. So if I click on leads, on the view in CRM button, so it's going to directly open CRM and open the page, the lead page, the leads page. So I don't have to go to CRM and I don't have to search for him there. And also if I added any notes in about the lead, so if I click on view notes, it's going to directly open another message card saying, this is the note that I added. So we've already attempted to contact Mr. Moore on Jan 7. So he's rescheduled the meeting to Jan 14th at 3 p.m. PST. Sorry. So how do you create this slash command? So let's go on. To create a slash command, all you have to do is click on your profile on the top right and go to bots and tools. And under integrations, go to slash commands. And this is the command that I've already created. So when you create a command, so click on create command here. and all you have to do is enter the name. So enter a name such as the CRM/CRM or any name that you want, and give a hint for the command. So let's say for this, what does this command do? It's going to pull records from CRM. So pulls details of leads or accounts from CRM. And the access level, if you want to share it with the whole organization, you can share it with the whole organization, or you can make it personal. And all you have to do is click on save and edit code. So let's go back to the code that I created, the slash command that I created. I'll show you the code. So for people who are new to coding, you don't have to worry about this. All this code that I'm using here will be shared with you post the presentation via the email, as well as in the YouTube channel. It'll be linked down, so you can as a PDF, so you can download it from there. So in a slash command, there are two handlers that need to be handled. So we have the execution handler and the suggestion handler. So what the suggestion handler does is, when you might have remembered when I use the slash command. So when I use slash CRM, and it's going to suggest me to leads and accounts. So this is what the suggestion handler is used for. So it's going to suggest options to choose from. And the execution handler is used when I click on enter. So when I click on enter, it's going to show me the lead details. This is what is handled in the execution handler. So let's go to the suggestion handler. So here you can see that in the first if case, if it says so here you can say that it when I use the slash command and press space. So when I click on leads, it's going to get the title leads, or if it's going to get the title of the suggestion that I'm clicking. So leads as in, so it's going to get the title, and then it's going to suggest all these leads. So when the title is lead, when the module is leads, it's going to go use the Zoho API, CRM API. So we're using the invoke URL statement to access the Zoho CRM records using the REST APIs. So to get this API, to search for leads, all you have to do is go to any search engine and search for Zoho CRM API, REST APIs. So the first REST APIs. So we need to search for records. So if we scroll down, so this is the API that we need. So we need to get specific records. So if we click on this, so we can see that this is the request URL. This is the one that we're using now. So the module name, it's going to be leads. So if we've used leads and we're searching. And to connect our CRM with Zoho Cliq, you have to create a connection. So to create a connection, on the top right, you have the connections button. So click on the connections button. I've already created a connection called CRM2. So just for this presentation, I'm going to show you how to create one from scratch. So click on create connection. Since this is going to be a Zoho service, so we're going to click on Zoho OAuth and enter any connection name. So let's say CRM4. The connection name is CRM4. And the scope. What scope do we need? So if we go back to the REST API, you can see that this requires a scope. So the scope is Zoho CRM.modules.all. This is the scope that we need to access these leads records. So go back to Cliq. So search for crm.modules.all and click on create and connect. So we're going to create a new connection and click on connect to authenticate this connection. Click on accept. And that's it. It's as simple as that. Now CRM and Cliq are connected, and you can use this connection anytime in any of my internal components to access these leads. So if I choose leads, we're going to use the search API to get all these leads to suggest here. These are this is the API that we use to populate all these information. And if I go to accounts, so if I click on accounts, it's gonna use the same API to search for accounts, and it's gonna populate all these basic accounts, like the 10 base accounts, default accounts. And we're also using the search API. So you can see that some organizations might have tens of thousands of records, right? So you cannot always populate all these records. So if it's 10,000 records, you cannot populate 10,000 records here. It's not feasible. So what we've done is use the search API. So let's say I'm I'm using the CRM command and I'm searching for a lead. So I cannot find more in this. So to find more, I have to type the MMO, and it's gonna use the letters that I've typed here, and it's gonna suggest me, and it's gonna use the search API to find the specific lead. So that's what we've used here, the search API. So so this is how you use the slash command to create a, and then let's go back to the execution handler. And when you let's go to the execution handler. So first in the if case, so when someone who doesn't know how to use the slash command, just without selecting any suggestions, they just press enter. So it's gonna give a text saying you should choose a module to fetch results. So example /CRM space accounts space the name of the account. So this is what we handle in this if case. So it's gonna return a text box saying you have to choose choose a module and then choose a name. So if the selection is done, so it's gonna we're gonna get the module title, which is gonna be when I select the leads or account. So if I click on leads, the title is going to be saved in this module variable. And then if I click on more, when I click on more, every record has an ID, a unique ID. That ID is going to be saved in this record ID. So we got the title, module title, and the record ID in two variables. And then we're gonna if it's going to be leads, if it's leads, then we're using the leads API, the API, Zoho CRM API to search for leads. We're gonna replace the module name and the record ID with these variables, and after that, if you could go to show logs. So let's go. So when I select a record, an ID, these are all the information about that particular record. When I click on more, these are all the information about that particular lead that I get. So in this particular example, I've chosen to display the name, the email, the company, and the status, and as well as a button to view in CRM and a button to view notes from about the lead. So you can see that we can get the company name, the email ID, and their name. So there are multiple informations, details about the leads that you can get. So in this example, I've used these 4 basic details. So, but if you want, you can customize these, what information you want to display in this message card. So I've handled the same with accounts as well. So after that, you can see that this is not a normal message, text message. This is more like a message card. So to customize your messages, you need to write code. This might look like a bit of extra coding that you don't want to do, but trust me, you can easily create this message card without having to write any amount of code. So this is where the message builder comes in. So message builder is like a let me just show you what a message builder is. So if you go to cliq.zoho.com/message builder, here you can create the message using these all these preview and themes. So let's say this is a normal text, right? So let's say I'm changing it to a different theme. So I can write any message. I can add buttons. I can add components, text components, or I can add even lists or tables. So I can create whatever, however I want, a message card I want, and then the code is being automatically built by the message builder. So if I click on get message JSON, you can see that the code for this message card is already being generated by this message card. So all I have to do is copy this code and then paste it on return, this one line. These are all done in a message card. None of this code has been done by me. So it's as easy as that to create a message. So That's it. So we handle the same with accounts as well. Search the details using the API, and then get a couple of so let's say CRM/CRM and accounts. So let's say I'm searching for Uber India. So I've decided to display the name, the phone number, and the industry set, and then a button to view in CRM. So if you want, you can add different details, such as when the next meeting is going to be, and notes too for accounts. And we created another message card for this. That's it. That's it for the slash command. So the use case for this is when you're talking to one of your teammates about a particular lead or an account. So you can easily get the lead details about this lead, and you can easily, if you're talking to a manager, to your sales manager, you can easily get the status of the lead and then report to him directly without having to open CRM. So next up, let's say you're talking to the Ganesh is my manager, and he's saying, and I found out that a particular lead and their company has spiked 200%. So let's say this company, Joel Constructions, has spiked 200% in share market value in 2022. So let's say we're talking about this particular lead, and you found they or you find a note about this company, which might be useful for the next time you contact this lead. So you want to add this to as a note. So this is the second example using message actions. So we're going to be using message actions to add notes to records in CRM. So we're not going to be opening CRM. We're going to add any text messages in the chat directly as notes in the CRM, in our CRM leads. So to do this, we've already set up the message action. So I'll just show you, give you a quick example of how you do it. So when I click on more options, so add note in CRM. So if I click on this message action, so it's going to ask me to select a module. Is it about a lead or is it an account? So let's say it's about a lead. So if I click on leads, it's going to populate all the leads. So or let's say if I click on accounts, it's going to populate all the accounts. So let's say I'm searching for leads. Courtney Cox. Let's say Courtney Cox is the lead, and her company, Joel Constructions, has spiked 200% in share market value. So I'm going to click on add note. So you can see that the note has been added successfully. And if you want, you can open it in CRM. So let's go back to, so let's see, just check if the note has been added. So if I scroll down, you can see that Journey Builder, say that Joel Constructions has spiked 200% in share market value. I've added the note right now. So let's go back to Cliq, and I'm going to show you how this message action is being built. So again, go back to click on your profile on the top right, click on bots and tools, and in the under commands you'll find message actions. So I've already created this message action. Just like slash command, all you have to do is click on create message action, enter the name and a hint for the message action, what it's going to do, set the access level, and for this time it's going to be the message type. Type for this action should be text messages and links only, since notes attachments cannot be added as notes. So click on save and edit to directly start coding. So let's go back to the message action that I already created. So in message action, you can see that when I created a note, so let's go back and do that again. So I'll show you. When I click on this message action, it shows a form. It shows a form with modules and notes. So to create a form, this is the code. Just like text messages or message cards, you also have a form builder, just like message builder, to build forms without having to write any code. So just like message builder, go to cliq.zoho.com, and instead of /message builder, say type in form builder. So form builder, you can see that all you have to do is just drag and drop basic fields. So a text field, and let's say a dynamic select field, and a like a like an email maybe. So all I've done is drag and drop three modules, three of these fields. And if I click on preview, you can see that I've created a form saying for an annual marathon, saying with a name or an email address and what event should I wish to apply for, 11-kilometer run or ultra marathon. You can see that in the dynamic select, I have two options, 11-kilometer run or ultra marathon. So if I click on view code, you can see that it's already generated this the code for this form, and all I have to do is copy and paste it here in the message actions to display this form. So we're returning this. But if you saw that if I click on modules or if I select a module, so let's say leads, it's gonna generate a new another field to select for me to select. It dynamically changes when I select another module. So if I click on account, it's gonna dynamically change to accounts, and it's gonna uh, show all the accounts, like 10 default accounts. If I click on leads, it's going to show all the default leads, like 10 default leads. So how does this happen? So we need to create a function for this form. So go to functions, and I've created a function here. So I click on view nodes to add nodes. So in a function, there are three handlers: a form submit handler, a form change handler, and a form dynamic handler for a dynamic field handler. So the function that we created is a form function. So when you create a function, if I click on create function, give a name and a description. The function type, there can be three types of functions: a button function, a form function, or a widget type function, widget button function. So these three are completely different functions. So a button function is used when you want to start this function at the click of a button. The form function is generated when in a form when you want to generate it from a form, and the widget button is like when you have a button in the widget, you can use the widget button function. So let's go back to the function that I created. So add node. So there are three handlers: form submit handler, form change handler, and dynamic fail handler. So what do all these do? So let's do it again, and I'll show you with an example. So click on more and add nodes in CRM. So when I click on modules and leads, it's gonna dynamically you saw that it dynamically creates a lead field that I wanna select one lead. Or if I click on accounts, I need to select an accounts lead. So this is done by form change handler. Using the form change handler, you can dynamically change the form based on the input based on your input. So this is what's been handled in the form change handler. So like I said before, a company can have tens of thousands of records. So let's say I'm selecting leads, and there can be 10,000 leads. For let's say 10,000 leads in my company. I cannot handle 10,000 leads, show 10,000 leads here. So that's why we have this search. So if let's say I'm searching for Moore, so it says Joel Moore. So this is being handled by the dynamic field handler. So it's gonna dynamically only search for this particular lead, like search for these particular leads, and it's gonna populate it here. So this is being handled by the dynamic field handler. And the form submit handler, this handles what happens when I click on add node. So if I click on add nodes, you saw that I added nodes in the CRM. So all these use the same Zoho CRM API, and at the end, I've decided to post a message card saying note added successfully, so the user knows that the note has been added successfully, and with a button saying open in CRM if they want to check it in CRM. This is also done by the message builder. So the next example would be to get real-time updates in a channel. So this can be done either using webhooks in Cliq or using workflows in CRM. So for this example, we're going to go with workflows in CRM. So I'll let Divya take over from here. So she knows more about CRM than me. So
Right. So let's just log into our CRM by logging on to crm.zoho.com. That should take you to the home page. Now, to access the workflows, you have to go to this gear-like icon. So that will take you to the setup page. So right under setup, you have this entire control. So we have all the controls, all the tools that we can use it to design, to customize, to automate. Everything will be available right here under the setup page on your CRM system. So you can find this automation right here, and right under that we have the workflow rules. Now, the basic purpose of having this workflows is to automate your daily routine task. You can just automate your repetitive tasks that you're doing it on daily basis. Now, say for example that you are receiving a customer. So the customer can be added into your CRM, which will be in the leads module. The leads module will capture all the customer details. So if a person approaches you to buy your product, so that customer details should be added into the leads module. So whenever you receive a lead, you may want to do some follow-up actions which has to be completed. For example, say that you wanted to send a simple welcome email to all those leads that you receive it into your leads module. Now this may sound like a simple task, but you cannot just do it manually for each and every lead that comes into your system, because that's a time consuming process. Now, to overcome, we have the smart workflows available in our Zoho CRM. So, this will help you to automate your daily routine tasks, the repetitive tasks, to be done based on the conditions that you set. So, first of all, let's just try creating a rule, and then we will see how this can be executed on your CRM records. Let's just click on this icon right here. So you can go ahead and select any module, the modules which you have it in your CRM. So just choose one and you can give the name accordingly. So since I'm going to send only the welcome email to the leads, I'm just going to give the rule name as welcome email, and we can now move on to the next. So here is your trigger. So this one is where you have to pick when do you wanted this rule to be executed. So we have some options, which is the record action, the date and time, and we have the scores. Well, we have to pick the record action because we wanted to send the welcome email when a record gets created. So we have the options available under the record action. Well, the date and time can be used to remind your customers about the payments, renewals according to the date and the time field available in the module. Also, there is a scores. So if there is an increase or decrease in the scores, we can use this as a condition to trigger the follow-up action. But let's go with the record action because we're going to just send the welcome email for all the leads that comes to the system when a record gets created. So for which I'm choosing the create option and moving on to the next. So this is where the condition comes to you. Just in case if you want to send this welcome email only for a specific leads. Now say for example, you just wanted to send the welcome email only for the large enterprise leads. So you can just mention the industry as large enterprise. So you can filter only those records and send the welcome email only for that particular records. Or otherwise, you can go ahead with the all leads as well. And so we have the options right here. So there under instant actions, we have the list of actions. So you can find the email notification available right here. Apart from that, we also have this Zoho Cliq notification comes to you. So you can either go for this emails or you can go for this Cliq notification, which you can click on it. Now you can pick to whom you wanted to send this. Obviously, it's going to be the leads. So you can just type in the message right here. So you can also select the field like the user should be associated with the module. So obviously it's going to be the owner. And now you can go ahead and save this one. So this will be done whenever you create a lead in your leads module. So now we can go ahead and save this one. So you have the leads module right here. So you can now create a lead So just save it. So you will find this customer has received the Cliq chat over here. So that's how the customer can receive the Cliq notification using the workflows. So the workflows helps you to automate the actions, the follow-up actions that needs to be done on regular basis, which you can do it based on the conditions that you set. Well, if you are looking for the Cliq integration with CRM, you just have to go on to this marketplace icon, which is right here. So under Marketplace, you have this Zoho tab. And this is where you can find the integration link available for Zoho Cliq. So you have to go ahead and integrate Zoho Cliq within your Zoho CRM to access all these features that you can find it helpful for your entire businesses to run. Over to you, Matt.
So we've given you three small examples of about integrating Zoho Cliq and Zoho CRM. So we've used slash commands, message actions, and we've used workflows from CRM. So instead of these are all simple connections. You can also use different custom connections, custom integrations using bots or schedulers or any of the other internal tools in Cliq or CRM to make an integration that successfully helps you with your use case. So I hope you guys will try some of these examples as well as make your own integrations. And so the codes that we've used in this webinar will be shared with you. So thank you all for attending this webinar. Thank you so much.